The recent reports of UFO sightings is on the rise in the state of Arizona, but what just happened October 10th, 2020 has the little town of Sholo shooken up.
Turn the music off! Oh, dude, my God.
Recent reportings identified by the major media have been reported.
Witnessing a mysterious object over Arizona last month, we have learned. The exchange with air traffic control sounded like something out of the Twilight Zone.
We have special correspondent Doc Skinner on the ground to investigate the recent sighting in Sholo, Arizona.
Perky.
Was anybody above us that passed us like 30 seconds ago?
Number 71 Papa Golf negative.
Okay. A UFO.
Special correspondent Doc Skinner for Third Phase of Moon reaches out to the public in regards to the event that happened on October 10th. The police department and air traffic control have seen the video. They declined to go on camera, but they can't explain what they saw on the video. Before we get to the eyewitnesses of the event at the wedding, Doc Skinner and Richard Giordano want to get the opinions from the public of what they think of this video that was shot on October 10th, 2020.
Two airline pilots traveling over Arizona claim they passed a UFO during recent flights. A Learjet pilot and an American Airlines pilot both saw the object late last month and radioed the regional air traffic controller.
Doc Skinner reaches out to the townfolk of Sholo, Arizona to get their opinions of what just happened over their skies.
My name is Derek Simmons. I'm the program director here at White Mountain Radio.
Hi, I'm Mike Bosley, and I'm an owner of a small town coffee shop here in Sholo, Arizona.
My name's Evan Lair. I own the Lodge Sports Bar and Grill in Pine Top, Arizona.
Hey, I'm Joel.
I'm Rael.
We're the owners of Sweet Peas Infusions Cafe.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this video that was taken on Saturday night at an after-wedding party with the groomsmen and the bridesmaids at one of the groomsmen's home near Sholo High School. It was 7:30 to 8 o'clock Saturday night, and this is what they captured. I would like to see what you think. You can hit play.
Hey, what the hell is that?
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. Turn the music off! I just noticed it.
There
Look
is
at
a
the
lot
fuck.
of
Does anybody
lights.
have a really good camera?
What do you think you just saw?
That is definitely not a star cluster. That is definitely not flight. Anything that's the way they were all hovered together, and then you saw them separate.
And sparkle?
Uh-huh.
What are your impressions?
Confused, I guess, at first, because, like I said, that's all new to me, so...
I feel like I'm watching Independence Day.
Nice.
Oh,
yes.
And it's not SpaceX, it's not the satellites.
We checked. It's not SpaceX with their Skylink. We checked with their tracking system. It only comes over us at 5 p.m. and 6 a.m. It wasn't military maneuvers. They weren't working that night, and the air traffic controller said that air traffic was clear. Dang.
So what do you guys think?
They're coming. Hey,
Trump's gonna
everything
win.
else this year has been leading up to this.
Well, here's the crazy thing. The reason why we're doing this story is because the same night Trump was asked about UFOs. He goes, I'm going to start looking into that.
Nice.
Do you feel there's girth to it? Like it's a solid object, or is it multiple lights just all in perfect sequence?
I feel like there's probably some connection between the groups of lights, so I feel like there is
I think it's
Structure.
size, yeah, like a structure to it, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I think it's definitely not natural. I've definitely seen a lot on this mountain, especially when I was a kid. I've seen a lot of lights and stuff like that. So I really have no doubt that it's not something, some kind of technology that we launched up or anything like that. So it's very strange.
So what's your take on things now? I mean, as you've seen something like that flew over our home.
Well, I'm not a believer in life outside of Earth. But it definitely makes you think.
Yeah. Very cool.
So it is, but it's interesting. Maybe secret military movement.
Very possible. Very possible.
That, and then he panned over and you saw other stars, and you could see the difference between the lights and the real stars and the cluster of stars. That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah. So that happened here in Sholo, like a little more than 48 hours ago.
They say the White Mountains is a hot spot.
Did you ever think something like this would happen over the skies of Sholo?
No. Never would have thought.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to check it out and give me your thoughts on it.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you. Yeah,
it with us.
exactly, for showing.
And just keep
Appreciate
your eyes
that.
to the skies, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
right, you never know.
Thanks.
Exactly.
Here in Arizona, people describing everything from discs to triangles, lights, fireballs lasting anywhere from seconds to more than an hour. So this morning on Today in AZ, we were asking you guys if UFOs are worth investigating or UFO sightings. And the majority of you said yes all morning. What do you guys think?
5 days after the event, Doc Skinner meets up with Robert on the outskirts of Sholo, Arizona to meet and discuss the events as it happened.
Okay, what the hell is that? Turn the music off. Oh, dude, my God.
I've never seen this in my life.
That's crazy.
I just noticed it. Look at a whole flock. Does anybody have a really good camera?
I did that for you, baby.
Hey, my name is Robert. You know, I've owned this house for about 3 years or so. Kind of grew up here up in the mountains, and yeah, we were just hanging out, and Saturday, I think it was Saturday, and for a wedding, and we were all just hanging out, partying, having a good time, when all of a sudden we saw a cluster of lights, and that's when we all kind of turned the music down and pulled out our phones and watched this cluster of lights come from right over this house and pan over and go off into the distance, and I don't know, who knows, but it was pretty cool.
Okay, so what is it that you think it is that you saw?
It's a good question. You know, I don't really know. Yeah, it was very structured. You know, it was very uniform to look like it was a pattern flight, and then it went off in the distance, and we didn't see lights turn off or anything like that. We were all having a pretty good time. So who knows what it was, but it was definitely some sort of patterned flight that looked really cool.
Did they look like they were completely together, or did they seem like they were separate, blowing in the winds? Because we want to try to debunk or eliminate the possibility of glow balloons or anything like that.
I mean, it was definitely in a line. I mean, the two lines ran very close together, and they were very straight. And I mean, nothing drifted off into thin air or anything like that. But it was very coordinated. Yeah, we couldn't hear any noises, any sounds coming from them. You know, we couldn't tell how far away they were or anything like that, just kind of lights appearing.
So I've thought about this more and more, and I guess if somebody feels unsafe about something that they're seeing in the sky, that they should raise concerns about something to authorities, I think maybe you have a valid argument there. Like if you see something that's out of the ordinary,
Or seems
and
closer.
whatever, I mean, whatever it could be, hey, that doesn't look right, I don't see anything wrong with reporting that to authorities and having them investigate that.
As the investigation continues, Richard Giordano heads to the other side of Arizona to meet up with the person who shared the original video to Doc Skinner.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got this footage and if you saw it originally, and just give a little bit of a description of it if you could.
Okay, yeah, I happen to be up in Vernon, Arizona, which is just north of Sholo. It was just this past weekend with my family. And unbeknownst to me, my father-in-law was actually there for a wedding that weekend as well. And I personally didn't see anything, but the next day he emailed me a video, and he said, "Hey, check this out." And when I saw it, it gave me shivers. I immediately was And my wife and I were like, this is amazing footage.
Okay, what the hell is that? Turn the music off. Oh, dude, my God.
I've never seen this in my life.
That's crazy.
I just noticed it. Look at a whole flock. Does anybody have a really good camera?
I have that for you, baby.
How is it that they're not doing anything with this footage? And I immediately went to the website or to the internet and started looking for Sholo and lights and just seeing if anyone was posting anything about it. And I text Doc Skinner, who I've now had a chance to talk with, and I just said, hey, has anything happened in Sholo? Have you seen anything? You're hearing anything? And he texted me back, and I said, well, I've got video that I really think you should look at because I can't find anything out there, and I want to know if it's real. I want to debunk it if I can.
When you saw it, have you ever seen anything like this up there?
Never seen anything like this. We were actually stargazing the night previously, and the nice thing about what was happening is there was no moon. The stars were really bright that night, and even the night before. And when I saw the way that the video was, the way the lights were, it is nothing I'd ever seen. I mean, you literally can see the lights moving in unison together in a cluster of lights. It did not look like drones. I've been to Disneyland, I've seen their amazing drone show. This was nothing like that. The video itself, it looked like there was substance there. I couldn't tell if it looked like maybe it was a big ship, honestly. I have no other way of explaining it or describing it.
But your father-in-law is the one who took the video, or how did...
Actually, he was there for his wife's brother's wedding.
Yeah.
And the groom is who took the video.
Okay.
And credible guy. I would tell you that he probably doesn't believe in stuff, but when you listen to him, he's in shock.
Turn the music off. Oh, dude, my God.
I've never seen this in my life.
That's crazy.
And the whole wedding party is in shock, and they stopped the music just to videotape and watch this phenomenon happen.
That says a lot, that a whole group of people stopped doing what they were doing to watch what was in the sky. It's truly amazing.
Yeah.
What do you believe? Do you believe we're being visited, or they've always been here? Where do you fall in?
The jury's still out for me, but I do believe that this is an unidentified flying object of extraterrestrial source.
There's about 4 minutes of this, a V-shaped object in the sky above North Phoenix near Cave Creek.
Now Richard Giordano heads out to another location to meet up with the bride and groom and get their testimony of what they experienced and the whole wedding party and other family members who witnessed this extraordinary event.
I don't know. I mean, we were just kind of walking out in the backyard, after the wedding, and my buddy, my best man, had said, "Oh my God, what is that in the sky?"
Oh, dude, my God.
I've never seen this in my life.
That's crazy.
I just noticed it. Look at a whole flock. Does anybody have a really good camera?
I have that for you, baby. And then as they started moving closer, and there were so many of them, it's hard to really say what it was, or what we thought it was, or what I thought it was, because there were so many of them. So I can't really say what I saw, but it was pretty crazy. That's for sure.
So my youngest son, me and my husband, we were outside the house, and my younger son came running out, and he's like, "You just missed it. You won't even believe what we saw." And then he showed me a video, and I saw the video, and I thought it was just drones too, but everyone was like amazed by it.
Yeah, there was no sound. There was no vibrations. It was just a slow-moving whitish blue light.
Man-made or military, that'd be my only other thought process on it, because it is unlike anything I've seen, even on video. It's unlike anything I've seen.
So you would cross out drones, Chinese lanterns, Starlink satellite?
Yeah, I think the background information that I've received is that there was no Starlink satellites being launched.
Oh, okay.
The military wasn't running anything. The Sholo airport wasn't reporting any flights. At this point, when you look at it, it's ruling out all those things. It's either unclassified military doing stuff that they're not sharing, or potentially extraterrestrial.
You know, a whole bunch of lights in the sky, and they were just slowly steadily going with each other in the sky. I mean, really slow, it was just crazy.
Well, I for one think that there's something unique going on, and that happened to be the same day the president wanted to talk about UFOs and news that he has. So maybe there's a connection, who knows.
There were, along with those reports, I think there were even some other online talking about visitations and being displays of UFOs out there. So it's very interesting.
Has there been a lot of sightings up there that you know of in that area? I know Travis Walton lives up there, doesn't he?
Well, sure. You have Travis Walton, the Snowflake. Yeah. What was the name of that movie?
Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's obviously history. I've been going up. I'm born and raised Arizonan. Been going up to Show Low area all my life. Never seen anything like this in the sky.
And there were definitely UFOs, that's for sure. I had never seen anything like it. Not even on TV or anything. I have never seen anything. It was really bizarre. Like from a distance, you were skeptical, but as it got closer, you were like, oh my God, like what the hell is that? You know what I mean? It was just weird. And the way it went, and then it went, towards the other direction, all in the same kind of pattern. It was pretty bizarre. And that's why I kind of ruled out drones after a few minutes, just because the way it moved and how high it was in the sky.
It's amazing, and it could be historic. Who knows if they'll come back? But I want to thank you for sharing your experience with getting the information and bringing the video over and talking about it. Is there anything you want to add?
Just that, like myself, keep an open mind on what the potential is here, because I did not want this video just to be lost. I wanted it to get out there and others to share what they think it is. I think we need to find out what the heck is going on.
That's what Third Phase of Moon is all about. We're opening up the lines and the communications and the logistics to boots on the ground to really find out what's going on above our skies. The phenomenon is real. And I want to thank Doc Skinner and Richard Giordano for the on-location report brought to us right here at Third Phase of Moon, including all the eyewitnesses and the public reaction. In my opinion, it's really brave of you to show your face, the testimony, along with video. It doesn't get much better than this. Thanks to the state of Arizona and the people of Show Low who were there, who captured this incredible historic moment. We ask you, the public, if you want to help out Third Phase of Moon and get the word out, we're looking for on-the-ground investigative reports from around the world. Anybody can do this, and we are collaborating with just about anybody. If you could get us the on-the-ground report, we would appreciate it. This is just our first episode of what you're about to experience right here at Third Phase of Moon. More UFO sightings, more eyewitness testimony. The truth is here, people. Everybody hit that subscription button and notification bell to be notified for our next report. We've got a lot more UFO videos coming in. Blake Cousins, we'll see everybody again next time.